are so happy to be here this morning with Nancy Morgan. Nancy and Larry Morgan own Yalla, and that's right here in Ashland, Oregon, and one of our favorite stores. Don't you think, Dan?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
So we're going to interview Nancy, and you're going to know why we love her and her fabulous business. We just have some questions. Everyone that knows about Yalla or knew about Dream Sacks, they're like, oh, that's in Ashland. And so I thought it would be really good, we thought, to meet the heart of Yalla. And so, Nancy, tell us how you got started.
Okay. Well, I've lived in Ashland for many years, and I actually was a teacher here. And during the time I was teaching, I traveled overseas and lived in China for a couple of years and taught there, and started getting an idea for a product. Came back to Ashland, went back to my teaching job, and over the next couple of years developed this idea for one product, and that was called the Dream Sack. It's this sleep sack you take when you go traveling, and slowly but surely I made that into a business. Now it's evolved, and we do lots of other things, but that's how we started.
One thing about Ashland is that, just the lifestyle, why people live here. And is that a draw why you kept your company here, even though it's a large company?
Absolutely. We love living here, and I think that would be our number one priority was figuring out how to make this business work and still live in Ashland, because there's so many reasons we like being here. Actually, there are some things that are a little more difficult, but there are a lot of things that are a lot easier. When you're in a small community and you have a business, you make connections very easily. We know other people. There's a lot of creative talent here. The city is happy to have a prospering business, and so they're supportive. And there's just a big pool of creative energy here, which we love.
So Nancy, how many people do you employ here?
Well, we employ 12 people in our office. That includes our sales people, our front staff, our warehouse people, but we bring in a lot of other employees throughout the year just for different functions that we do. In addition, we work with lots of people within the city. People help with our computer, people help with our design, people help with copywriting, so we use a lot of community people to help keep this business going.
We know that owning your own business is very challenging. It's 24/7. But so let's just say, what is the most favorite thing that you do as far as your business is concerned?
Oh, there's a lot of things I love about my business. I think the most enjoyable part for me is the creative process, and whether it's coming up with new designs or coming up with how to sell our product and how to do a trade show booth or how to do a catalog or a photo shoot. It's that process I like the best.
What do you think sets Yalla apart from your competitors?
Well, there's a couple things that set us apart in the marketplace, and one of the big ones is that from the very beginning we decided to be as sustainable a company as we could be. So we search for products and fibers that aren't environmentally friendly or soft on the environment. In addition, we lived and worked in China for 2 years, so we felt very comfortable going to China and meeting people. And because of that, we found factories that were smaller that we got to know the people. And for many of them, it was the first time they really had one-on-one contact with the owners of the business. So we go and visit them at least once a year. We see all the products, how they're made. We've gone to every step of the process. Over the years, bamboo has become our biggest seller. And as you know, we make bamboo sheets, we make bamboo clothing, men's clothing, baby clothing, bamboo towels. And that means that we needed to know how this bamboo is turned into a fiber. So we went every step. We traveled all over China so we could see the whole process from where the bamboo is grown in those big, beautiful bamboo grows to where it's processed, to where it's woven, where it's dyed, and then where it's cut and sewed. So I think that gives us one little in the marketplace.
Nancy, have you found Ashland to be supportive of that environmentally friendly business model?
Oh, Ashland's incredibly supportive of it. I think it's kind of a mandate of our community that people be environmentally aware. And so there's all kinds of ways we've been supported and encouraged just within our community for thoughtful processes, how we dispose of all our recyclables, and we recycle everything, we reuse everything we can reuse, and we've been evaluated by the city. They've come and looked at every part of our operations to make sure that we're all top of the game, which we are.
Nancy, I know that you're really active in the community and that you're on the board of the Chamber of Commerce. So for people who are looking to come to Ashland and perhaps start a new business, what kind of outlets or support is there for them?
Oh, the Ashland Chamber of Commerce is fabulous. It is just one of the best resources you could ask for if you're thinking of starting a business in Ashland. They make themselves so available to help any business, from the director to all the employees. And they have lots of research about our community that they're willing to share. They have also other enticements if you're bringing employees up here to help you understand what kind of community you're joining. I really recommend using the Ashland Chamber as a resource in helping any business getting started in our community. Well, I'd say my personal philosophy comes first, and then my business philosophy follows along. And I think it can be directly rooted in living in Ashland, because this is a community we chose. We chose to move here. We've had a family here. We've raised our child here. And we would want to have a business that we could have in Ashland. So that was primarily the motivation for growing this business in Ashland. I think if we had to move it someplace else, we probably wouldn't do it because Ashland's that important to us. But once we had a business, family's very important to us, so all our employees know that, and we work around family, as well as a business, thinking about our customers and building relationships. And that is really key for us, is have loyalty with our customers and have it be a mutual feeling.
So Nancy, I really want to thank you for contributing to our Southern Oregon Luxury Home site. As we're getting ready to launch this, it is so important with your contribution and other area leaders to help people who are thinking about coming to our area to know what's here for them and the kind of support they can expect to receive when they're looking to bring their businesses and make Ashland their home.
Okay, I want to encourage anyone that's thinking about moving to Ashland to come up here and meet with different businesses and hear about our experience of living here and working here. It's amazing the businesses that you will find in this smaller community that have national and international reaches. So come on up, talk to us. We'll sing the praises of living and working in Ashland, and we'll welcome you with open arms, because we always appreciate having more energy